Oh, that's Miss Annie. Okay, okay. That's fine. Either way. Go ahead and cross your arms.
Cross your arms, Crystal. Put that in your purse. Put that in your purse.
Cross your arms like this.
And leave it. Now, if you're going to participate, you can cross your arms. You can be doing all that other stuff.
Go ahead and close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Stop swinging your feet.
Go ahead. Start meditating. On the Zen.
You're doing it. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You know me, we're rolling regardless. Eyes closed, hands across the chest. As always, it's time to meditate. Focus on your blessings, godly, healthy, and holy thoughts. Focusing on your blessings and not your burdens. Focusing on your blessings and not your brokenness. Focusing on your blessings and not your barriers. So many times we allow, as always, our strains, our struggles, and our stressors to overcome us. We realize that we are overcomers, and that regardless of what we face, we know that it's only temporary, and that we can make a difference, that we will be able to overcome regardless of the situation. As always, we want you to I just want you to focus on how good it is to see another day. Keep your eyes closed, realizing that you didn't have to be blessed to see this day, but He saw fit to spare you and to allow you to experience something you never experienced before. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Your blessings, your blessings, your blessings. We'll be continuing that discussion today. Because, like I always say, we become bogged down and depressed over our burdens. But if you actually weigh the two, I'm willing to say that your blessings outweigh your burdens. Another deep breath. This is your time to maximize your moment. Let everything go. Hands across the chest. Eyes closed. Deep breaths. Focus on how good it is. You woke up this morning. You may have experienced a few pains, a few nicks here and there. You may not be able to move as you once did. But the fact that you're able to move, that's a blessing. Deep breath through your nose. And you're maximizing your moment. This is your moment. Just be selfish. This is your moment to whine. Just clear your mind. One more deep breath. Okay, you can open your eyes now. As always, start marching in place. Loose. Put those hands up, hands up. Knees. Bring those knees up as high as you can. Bring those knees up as high as you can. Stick around. Sure. Oh, we're not done with this today, though. We're not done with this. No, this is for next. That's for December. I was just passing it out. We're not done with lessons. Stick around. Come on. Okay. Trust me. Will she enjoy this session? Mm-hmm. Will she enjoy it? Yeah. Yes. Come on, you can. Oh, Miss Annie didn't sign that yet. Miss Annie didn't sign it. Hands above your head. Interlock the fingers. Stretch out. Keep working those knees. Bring those knees up. Bring those knees up. Does everyone know Miss Dorothy? Yes. Okay. All right, so now, you know what we're going to do. We're going to bring the right knee up and then the left knee. So we're going to go like this. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep going. Right and left. Keep going. Right and left. Right and left. Keep going. Right and left. Come on. Right and left. Right and left. Keep going. Right and left. Right and left. Come on. Bring your knees up. Come on. Keep going. Keep going as high as you can. Keep going. All right, now give me this. Now, right hand to the left foot, left hand to the right foot. So you go here, opposite, here, here. Keep going for 1 minute. Keep going. As many as you can. Do as many as you can. We're not counting this morning. We're just going to do as many as we can. All along. When it comes to Gerocise, all along. Coordination and balance. Flexibility and mobility. As we age, we do have a tendency to lose all 4 aspects. Coordination and balance. Coordination and balance. Got 30 more seconds to go. Do as many as you can. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. You're only competing against yourself. Hang in there, devil. Okay. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. All right. Okay. Next thing. Keep marching. Okay. This time, hands behind your head. Okay. This time, I'm going to touch the ankles. From the right hand to the left ankle. left hand to the right hand. Go doom, doom, in the seat. Doom, doom. If you want to stand up, you can. But if you want to do it in the chair, you can. All right? Either way. It's ours. Keep going. Let's go. There you go. Hand behind the head, go. There you go. Force yourself. 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's go, let's go. Come on, Miss Deborah, touch those ankles. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Good job, Miss Dorothy. Come on, don't show all first day, Miss Dorothy. I know you.
She's the wrong.
Oh, I know. I interrupt you every time I come in here Monday morning. Touch those ankles. Touch those ankles. Come on. There you go. Got 30 more seconds to go. 30 more seconds to go. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Come on, Miss Dorothy. Come on. Come on. Touch those ankles. Touch those ankles. 15 more seconds. 15 more seconds. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. You're getting worn out a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. 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 All right. All right. Miss Allen, you okay? Tired? Oh, okay. It's been a week or 2?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. I knew you weren't here last week, and I didn't check my list.
Yeah,
so 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, I got sick and then I was trying to recover the second week.
Okay.
And just trying to get back in my routine.
Right. Right.
Where I'm doing it today.
Yeah. Okay. No, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So, discussion we'll have, we'll continue. And I thought Miss Clara was going to be here, because she was supposed to be part of that discussion as well. It's fine. But Dorothy, you can, I know you said you're in a rush, but we'll start off with you today, since you're the guest. We're talking about, the question on the floor is, what is right? So many times we focus on what is wrong, and we don't focus on what is right. You know, think about it. Even when you ask people, when they have a certain look, what's wrong? Well, lately I've just been asking, what's right? Seriously. Because it's easy to talk about what is wrong. But like I said, today I want to focus on, and that's what we've been doing for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Focus on your blessings instead of your burdens.
Well, my mind is stayed on Jesus.
Okay.
Keep you in perfect peace.
Yes.
Only time when we frustrated, our mind is off of Jesus and on what we're going through.
Yeah.
And that's not what we're supposed to do, but the flesh is weak. Flesh is weak, we tend to keep our mind on what we're going through. But our mind is stayed on Jesus.
Okay. So that's one blessing. So I want you to give me 5 blessings. That's one blessing. That your focus is on Jesus. Okay?
What Jesus did was number 1.
Yeah.
What he did was on that cross.
Right.
That's number 1, that he died and rose again, that we can even have hope.
That's true.
That we're going. And give us our health and strength,
Okay.
portion that whatever we do have. And let us see another day. Woke us up to see another day.
Right. So that's 3. I'm counting. You put them together, but it's still 3.
I tell you, really a roof over the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then roof over the head and a way out of no way to clothes, bless us with clothes, with our family.
Yeah.
I could go on and on and on.
No, that's and see, that's just it. And it's ironic. I mean, it wasn't intentionally done this way as far as, coinciding with the Thanksgiving holidays or anything. I mean, it's not that I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, okay? Or Christmas. It's not that I'm the Grinch or whatever. I'm I tell my kids, your Christmas is from 1 January until 31 December. Your Thanksgiving is from 1 January until the 31st of December. Anytime you have food, clothing, and shelter, that's your Christmas, that's your Thanksgiving. You know, so I mean, you know, that's just me.
That's just me. We shouldn't wait till Thanksgiving to thank you. Every day is a day of Thanksgiving.
Right. What's that? So, you, I know you said you're busy today, and I just, you know, I appreciate you because you did promise that you're gonna try to come back, and you came back. So, but if you want to stick around, that's fine. It's up to you. Okay. Ms. Deborah,
Yes, sir.
your blessings. Talk about
My blessings, being in my right mind, able to get up this morning, having food to eat, having shelter, clothes to wear. Even though I have medical problems, they're kind of moderate. You know, they're not as expensive as some people. I'm a diabetic, but some diabetics really have a lot of problems. Recently, I discovered, which I should have been discovering. I'm like I told you, I like sweets, but now I'm getting to the place where I'm not eating in.
Oh, sir. I'm doing well. You gonna join us?
I was about to, but I
Okay.
need a special invitation.
No. Have a seat. We're talking about blessings this morning.
Okay, I'm with that.
Okay.
And my blessing is, I, take it down. Instead of eating a lot of sweets, for the last 2 weeks, I haven't had anything like other than peppermint butter. Like cake and pies, I see stuff, ooh.
Right.
I was able to pass it by, which is a blessing. Because I was struggling with, when you go to the restaurant or what,
Yeah.
that's the first thing I look for, the sweets.
Right.
So to be able for me to walk by that's a blessing. So I'm working on that.
So, okay. So that temptation that you that had overcome you at one time, you decided you overcome.
Yeah, I do for the peppermint for fresh breath or,
Right.
but I mean like cake.
It doesn't have fresh breath.
It is. I'm looking at the fun.
Thank you, sir.
If you got dragon in your mouth. So I do the peppermint, but like cakes and cookies and pie, you can't miss me on sweets. I like it all.
Right.
But for me to be able to go past that and look at the food and not dwell on that, that's a blessing.
Okay.
Because I've been struggling with that all my life. Having cut the sweet off in my head, my routine of eating sweet.
Right.
So for 2 weeks so far, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Darrell, we're focusing on our blessings this morning, and I appreciate that this is the Gerocise with Mark, by the way, and appreciate you coming by and being a part of this morning. Does everyone know Mr. Darrell? No?
When I sing that, we know his name.
Okay.
I know some of them.
Well, Mr. Darrell, this is Ms. Dorothy,
Miss Dorothy.
Ms. Adeline,
Morning.
Ms. Annie. This is Miss, what's your name, baby? Miss Krista and Miss Deborah. And like I said, I'm Mark. Yes, sir. So, your special guest, we'll put it on you. Talk about your blessing, if you don't mind.
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
So many I can't even tell them. I had 10,000 tongues.
Oh, okay.
Be able to tell them. But it's just a blessing to be able to be here this morning. God touched us with a finger of love. Woke us up. It wasn't the alarm clock. It wasn't the birds. You didn't hear the calls or whatever, the dog. God touched us with that special touch and woke us up this morning. I think it's amazing, how you sleep and sometimes he shakes you and wakes you.
Yeah.
And you have to go to the bathroom. I may be saying that kind of fun bathroom, but you gotta go to the room and, you know,
Right.
use it.
Right.
And God is such an awesome God, you know. He put that in our hearts and our mind, and He wakes us up and He gives us an opportunity, you know. And we don't have to do anything against our will. We're free moral agents. You know, you have a choice.
True.
Unless you gonna choose you this day, you know, serve the Lord, and you serve the devil. I think if you choose the Lord, you come out better.
Oh, yeah.
But the devil come kill and destroy, you know, steal and destroy. The Lord come give life very more abundantly. And I just think it's blessed to be here. I didn't know y'all was having this over. I just come over here. I walk most of the time around the Keys Park.
Right.
Most of the time.
Okay.
You know, try to keep myself in shape.
Yeah.
Had a heart attack in '95.
Okay.
Some little ones along the way had a blood clot.
Mm.
God bless me. I lost 50 pounds, and it wasn't overnight because I didn't get all that overnight. It took some time and some sacrifices, some fasting and praying, and
Right.
other people's praying.
And rededication.
Every dedication, yeah, because we're helpers one to another.
Right.
We need each other, even though sometimes we don't think we need each other, we do.
Right.
You know, no man is idle, neither is a woman. You know,
Yeah.
and I just want to say a little bit. You know, I got started and got a little. It got good to me, you know, because it's sweeter than honey in a honeycomb. It's sweeter than honey in a rock. You know, somebody say he's better than almond joy.
Yeah.
Blueberry, you know, that's pretty sweet. So, Jesus,
Greater than that.
he's sweet.
Yes, he is.
No, it's fine. I mean, we talk about because the question, Mr. Darrell, on the floor that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks is what is right. So many times we focus on what is wrong, and 9 times out of 10 you'll ask somebody what is wrong before you ask them what is right. You know, so I want to turn around, do 180 and start asking people what is right, because so many times we focus in on our burdens and not our blessings.
That's true.
You know, and so, and if you waited to, that's what I was talking about during our meditation before we exercise, that I'm willing to say that if we weigh our blessings versus our burdens, our blessings would outweigh our burden by a long shot.
I believe that. And I think the devil try to keep us focused on the bad things.
Right.
Look how things are happening to you.
Right.
If we focus on the Lord a little more, you know, we can just get away from those bad things. They're going to come.
Right.
Because you're going to have trials and tribulation in the world. You know.
And one thing about it, God send you to it, He gonna bring you through.
All right.
And we already got the victory in Jesus.
It's true. It's true. It's
We
true.
already got the victory, no matter what it looks like.
Yeah.
We already got the victory.
It's just a matter of accessing it and taking advantage of it, you know, and realizing who is the creator of all. And so that's, you know, yeah. Appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
You see some smiling faces.
No, yeah.
You go somewhere, you see some pretty rough faces. You don't say nothing, but they look so mean. Like,
Yeah.
I'm out. I go back out the door, come back in.
No, and here, you know, the thing is, you know, since you're all neighbors, you know, while you're in this position for a purpose, my thing is love on each other, you know, lean on each other, learn from each other, you know, and it just help each other. And that's what these sessions are all about, you know, and so we meet every second, third, and fourth Monday of each month. Yeah, and so, but I've been working out with Miss Deborah and Miss Annie about 2 or 3 years ago when we first met. And so, yeah, and so, but I'm back. So, yeah, but Gerocise, I mean, granted, we used to exercise mostly, but now we incorporate this as well because I believe that it's important to be emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally well. That's true. Yeah, because they're all intertwined. So, Ms. Allen, I know it's a blessing that you're back.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I really appreciate my family, and I have special friends who, to me, are like family. she was so overwhelmed last night, and she called me and we talked, and she called back again later. I said, so my whole night was kind of like ruined.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, she knows that I'm available.
Oh,
You know,
right.
I'm there for her.
Right.
And that means a lot to me.
Right.
Because it means a lot to her.
Her.
She is not able to get out on her own. And there was one lady that I hadn't seen in a while. Our church was Swiss.
Right.
Thanksgiving,
That's-
and
yes,
so I participated in all that whole,
Uh-huh.
that, and
Right.
one lady I hadn't seen in a while. And when I went to the door, I had to come this place on my room. And when she said, who is it? And when I told her, well, she said, she couldn't believe it, you know, because she was so glad to see me. And I was really glad to see her because she wasn't well.
Right.
So those types of things are the things that feed me.
Mm-hmm. Helping others.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right,
And
right.
so those are blessings to me
Mm-hmm.
when I can, make a difference for somebody else.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really do appreciate my family.
Right.
It means a lot to me to know that I'm valued.
Yeah. No, family is important. I mean, yeah. I mean, even if you have sibling rivalries, I mean, it's just not losing focus on, just realize that's what it all it is. That's all it is, sibling rivalry. But you gotta love each other though.
Yeah.
You gotta love each other.
Our sisterhood. We have a sister in my family. And yesterday, I went to this is a friend of mine, find herself in a position that she didn't know she would be in.
Right.
And it was a shock. And it was friends and family. And it's like, I could see the love.
Right,
You know,
right,
there. I got tears. You know, so
yeah.
But that kind of stuff is just so important. And for people who are not able to value that, I think they're missing out on a lot.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. I just really told her how blessed she was.
Right.
That family support.
Right.
Because she had gone through some depression, because of the experience. And then just to see all the people there, and part of some of the things that we did, like on the line, and everybody got to hug her or rub her back.
You said she had gone through some depression?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a part of the experience.
Right.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Okay.
And, but for all these women that were there, somebody guided her, and nobody was to say to her at this particular point. And she was blindfolded.
Okay.
She didn't know who was doing what.
Right.
But I just really, I was glad to see how much that meant to her.
Right.
To see all these women supporting her. It wasn't about the gifts they brought.
Right.
It was that emotional support that she felt.
I wasn't focusing on what you said about the depression, but it did bring work on the crisis line. I mean, how is the depression? Is she doing better?
She is doing better.
Okay.
Like I said, if you reach a certain age,
Right.
you think that you're past certain
Yeah.
things.
Be getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's a lovely person, beautiful. And I always knew that she wanted a good relationship.
Right.
But it's like she was in denial. This is the thing she said to me.
Yeah.
She was in denial for
about being pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay,
In reality, and having to deal with that
Right.
because she just don't have it. You know, she don't have it. But she feels that God's with her.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of specialists. And it's important, and like this paper, you know, we can talk about this next month, about suicide. All right, you don't have to figure it out right now, but, yeah, we, that's a subject that we don't talk a lot about, but it's as prevalent as night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I work on the crisis line, and I was a volunteer before I was, started working full time there, and suicide is something that, it goes from depression, thinking that, you're worthless, hopeless, helpless.
That in your mind.
Well, yeah.
See, I remember
Yeah.
before I quit work, the Lord had told me some things that He was going to do in my life.
Right.
And I had been going through it, like that. Then I got it right.
Right.
So, and when I leave, I go to work. When I'm sitting there doing the work, the devil came into my ear and said, you might as well kill yourself. Because nothing the Lord has told you.
So that was an experience, really? Yeah.
It's not going to work, and it really did bother me.
Yeah.
I got up and I went to the phone and I called a friend of mine. And she was, got off. She thought that wasn't real.
Yeah.
But just so happened break was next. And I always keep the word.
Right.
I had this book from Charles Stanley. And this book was, I can't remember what it was talking exactly about what I mean.
Right.
I mean, that word just I just lit up.
Yeah.
And so you can't turn to man sometimes.
Right.
It's not going to be there.
Right.
But God's word,
Right.
He's always there for us.
Yeah. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Georgia, because
That's what's happening to our kids.
yeah. Well, think about it, and that's that's something I wrote in my book, is that it's the devil's delight, depression. Yeah. He wants you to depend on you and not to depend on the one who created you. That's my belief. And so, so we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about, because like I said, the hopelessness, helplessness, worthlessness, those are symptoms, along with the depression. And then unfortunately, a lot of times, suicidal individuals commit suicide. And that's sad, it's a tragedy, but it does happen. And, it's a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Yeah, because like I said, everything's temporary. We all have our mountaintop experiences. We get in that valley from time to time, but between the next step is another mountaintop experience. So, hey, we don't, he wants us to stay in that valley, that mire of depression and thinking that we can't do it. Well, keep looking forward and keep looking high. Once comes all our help. But anyway, Ms. Clay, I know it's a good segue for you. But I know you're ready to talk about your blessings.
Well, like I'm listening to what I'm hearing, and it's a blessing for me. And God confirms His word.
Right.
Sometimes maybe it's a bird, maybe it's a tree swinging back and forth. Let everything that has breath praise you, the Lord. And sometimes it's a cloud. And I'm listening, and I'm not comparing you all to them, but I'm just trying to show you. But sometimes I guess my blessing just from listening. I talk a lot. But sometimes, God just made me that way. I don't know. I've been around my life. But I want to talk about good things and give God the glory. And not say the wrong things, say things in season, not season. Going back to this, Sunday school lesson, anybody's got anything to say first? Sunday school lesson, Psalm 91 started the first verse. He will hide us under his wings. And the secret place is the Lord. When we get in the word, like God put you there. And that particular book, I don't know how long you had that book, but that blessing right there, just study right there in your house. Wherever you had it, right there, waiting on you just to pick it up and receive his blessing. And hallelujah.
Like that.
Glory to God. Anyway, the secret place of the Lord, when the secret bring these things to us. See, we don't want to read, we don't want to pray, we don't want to just talk to the Lord. We don't want to live him up, we don't want to live a life like we're supposed to, do the best we can. And let God do the rest. But at least not just let it all hang out. Yeah, and it feel good, so good, that ain't the thing. The best is always going to want to feel good when it comes down to things that's opposite to God. In other words, sin. Praise God. The secret place of the Lord. To steal away, he wants to just talk to you. I think everybody in there had children, haven't you? Anybody that had no babies had children around. But children that are childish, get away with mom, get away with grandma, get away with dad, get away sometimes with grandpa, get away with the uncles and aunts, get away with the cousins. That fellowship, that communion. Oh, it's a secret place there. You know how the mother here, they talk about that Sunday. How when the storms come, you ever see the hen out there?
Oh, yeah.
Dog? And she crack. She already got her wings spread. They ain't there yet. God got his wings spread. It was coming in that secret place. And when those chickens, those babies come in, and the wind be blowing, dust be flying. But the babies stay right above that secret place. You know what I'm saying? And the dust, she can just be turning and whatever. Protection. You know, anybody ever have experience with down feather, that comforter? The what?
The comforter.
Down feathers. When you lay on that feather, it's one of the best things to me for arthritis, sore muscles, because it heats the body.
Okay.
Heats the body. It causes the blood to flow even more so.
That better be a word. That better be Jesus. That better be Jesus. But go ahead.
She ain't gonna make it work. This is his word. And the secret place of the Lord.
Right.
We all go through trials and tribulations.
That's true.
He knew it. We all gonna be tested and tried and tempted. We all gonna fail. He knew because of the flesh. The Bible said ain't no good thing out of the flesh. The flesh ain't gonna go into heaven. But he prepared a way for us. He sent Jesus Christ. He even sent his word. He put his word above his own name. Because whatever he said, it's gonna come to pass. It ain't gonna go out and come back. If we just steal away, some people just steal away, just steal away. Some people ain't gonna never read the word. But we that are light unto the world, we can dwell within us. We could be an example. We at least try. And we can at least try to trust him. But here's the thing, that secret place and read it. And trusting in the Lord. Lord, give me understanding of your word. Satan said, well, you don't know what you're talking about. He don't give it to you. You ain't nobody. Not of nobody. And that's the beginning for everybody and everything. I don't care how high man or woman get. And the Christian secular, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't care. They have to have it. The best manager of anything, CEO, can start from anything. Start from the beginning. Get in the Word. And read. It ain't but one scripture at a time. Don't be in no hurry. You ever want to go home and see mom and dad and be around those folks? Are you in a hurry? When you get ready to leave, like you're ready to hurry, just go there and say, zoom, come right back up. No, we're not in no hurry. We just go and we just lounge and bathe in the relationship. Just be in that secret place of the Lord, y'all. He got something there for us.
Right, right.
He gonna bless us. He gonna feed our spirit, man. He gonna feed us, not the flesh. And then he'll heal the flesh, but he'll feed the inner man.
Right.
And that's what we need.
So now, give me 4 more blessings.
Sorry.
That was one long blessing. Now, give me 4 more blessings.
When we come together, like we are now,
Yeah,
and we just share the goodness of life,
right.
and we just share things that the Lord has blessed, and well, this happened in somebody else's life. Girl, you not know. So got the blessing. They gave her food, they gave her clothes, they gave her shoes, they blessed her. You came and got the children, took them to the park,
Right, right.
so she can sleep, take a break and rest, so she can let her mind relax.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yes, it is.
Look for how to bless somebody.
Okay.
And do it anyhow. Regardless, how many times you I want to do this, I want to do that, and they will.
Yeah. Right.
But you do.
Yeah.
You be a blessing.
True.
And God will bless you back.
I just see what.
And that's another example of it's better to give than to receive. Because when you give out, we ain't worried about it coming back. Cast your bread upon the waters and many days, it will what? Shall return. It will return. Don't return. Get plenty of rest, eat good, try to be happy, and not try your best not to think of negative things. Ask God to give you something to do. Turn the radio on and just praise Him. Turn the radio on and listen to some good music. Not no honky-tonky hooky mouth stuff. Because they get your mind going in the wrong way. This is our flesh.
That's true. That's true. That's
If you get a movie that's going to be too sexual, turn it off.
Yeah.
Get a home-based movie. Get a movie that's going to have some meaning to it, so something you can get some enjoyment out of it. Get out of the house is the fourth thing. Get out of here. Get out. Take a walk, go and sit down in the park. Get some hot dogs and call someone. Let's have our own little picnic. Call another, have a picnic. Then you got to have a special event. And don't listen to a lot of gossip and a lot of myths. This stuff is down you down. It'll get in your spirit, in your heart. And say you just want to open the door.
Right.
Just open. You don't care how you get in there.
Yeah.
They say you let a person, I put it like that, give him a rope, an inch, he'll take a mile.
Yeah.
That say put his foot in the door, he'll come on in. He don't care how you get in there, but he got a whole bag of other tricks, believe me. Bags of tricks. And that's it. But it ain't.
Until next time. Until next time.
Y'all wait on me.
Huh?
You got to wait on me sometimes.
Oh, no, that's it, until next time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's fine.
When I walk in here, you ready for it. But I'm thankful.
Yeah.
What you never.
Yeah. I'm already spoken. Oh, I missed it. You missed it. Hey,
Well, what you talking?
praise the blessing. His blessing.
Thank you. All right, then.
Miss she blesses me. To see her work, Miss Ann, how she works and try to cook food. Give her, she always got a good, I never heard her say a negative thing.
I have.
I'm
just doing, you know.
But I never, and that's a good report. God tells us to think over good things, and that's what I'm trying my best to do.
Well, what do you get around to me, which you may not today,
I hope you
but I was just gonna say, I've been blessed 5 times. Each one of these.
But you are blessed.
Now, we've been on this 3 weeks now. Hold on, we've been on this 3 weeks. I started off with you.
You got 5 minutes. You do 5 minutes.
But
I ain't trying.
I'm really you trying to be on.
But she blessed.
I don't talk like y'all. It doesn't come out the way, so I'm just.
Sometimes I get tired blessing to a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Her attitude, her personality, and the way she is visible and working. She don't say very much, she's working. And she's working with people.
Right.
She's not, to me, she's not a person that has to be the big show,
Yeah.
big hunter. I've seen this woman work in heat. I've seen her work around people, and the people is complaining, she just keep on working.
Yeah, sometimes the best blessings is just be a quiet spirit.
That's good to know that someone.
Yeah, I've watched it.
And just to have somebody, I mean, you were saying earlier about somebody just listening to you,
Yeah.
that's a blessing in itself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I miss a family function that I had to look forward to. And one of the things that they did, because two of my sisters called me, to report on what happened. And it's always surprised. I'm not a great cook, but I know how to cook. That my oldest son, she said, every time we get a chance to talk about what we're thankful for, who the special people are, Tim always said, my mom is the best cook in the world. Because I do cook for him and for his family. And either they come and pick up food or I send food to them or whatever. But I enjoy doing that.
Right.
And they have somebody appreciate it. And my sister said, she thinks in her eyes that I'm the number one grandmother. Because I have the spirit and patience with the children, and I take time with them and I interact with them on their level. I don't try to make them be grown ups.
Right.
I can be 2 or I can be 5 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
And, they don't do that, but they appreciate somebody else doing it and know that it's possible.
Right.
You can have a big body, but you can relate to small children, and at the end of the time, and when they see you, they're so happy to see you, So that's what I'm saying, when you're affirming something that you just do naturally, it's nice, it's a blessing.
Right.
But you're not doing it for sure. You're
No,
just doing this
no,
naturally.
yeah.
That's natural.
It's love, yeah. Well, I'm sure your cups are overflowing. That's a good thing. Don, any comments? Okay. Like I said, that paper, that's on the floor, we will be discussing for the whole month of December.
Oh, really?
Yeah, suicide.
Oh, yeah, you already said that last week.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
There wasn't today's stuff?
No. We ended it on blessings. But December, and maybe even into the first of the year, God willing, so we'll be talking about suicide. And, but anyway, hands crossed chest.
Oh, I'm not exercising, I walked up here.
That's fine. Eyes closed. Meditate one last time. As always, I appreciate you guys, for gals, for ladies and gentlemen, for coming to be a part of another session, the Gerocise session. Deep breath through your nose. Sessions, I will admit, they are getting deeper, and which is a good thing. That's the goal. Is to get a little deeper, really open up. These are confidential. Hopefully, like I said, you can learn and love and lean on each other. That's one of the goals as well, and helping out each other. Another deep breath. Time to meditate. I want to thank Ms. Dorothy and Mr. Darrell, for being a part of the session this morning. Hopefully they'll come back. Won't be special guests anymore. things that are godly, things that are healthy, things that are holy. Anything that's ungodly, unhealthy, unholy, discard. Don't focus on your barriers, your burdens, your brokenness, struggles, strains, and stresses, troubles, trials, and tribulations. Just think about your blessings. Your blessings. Like I said, next month's subject will be suicide, which, deals with hopelessness, helplessness, and worthlessness feelings of centered around depression. But like I said, you're overcomers. And if you know anyone who feels hopeless, helpless, or worthless, hopefully with these sessions, you'll be able to help that person out. As always, I thank you. I love you. One more deep breath.